how to find a profitable niche for your online business. So I did receive this question some time back on how someone can be able to identify what niche they should go for when they are starting or running an online business. So the thing is, most people actually just start out knowing what their niche is, but others find it a little difficult to actually find a niche. They don't even know that they need a niche in the first place. So here is how you find a niche for your online business. For those who might not know, a niche is a segment in the market or a specific part of the market that you choose to go for. So let's say you want to open an online business, but there are a lot of online businesses that you can open. So you decide to say, okay, I'm only going to open an online business where I am running a store that sells a specific kind of product, or I'm going to open an online store that has to do with me selling beauty products, or me selling hair food for natural enthusiasts, something like that. Okay, so how do you find a niche for your online business? So the first thing that you do is to first understand what your interests are. You look at what your interests are and explore, and then try to look at each interest separately, individually. So the first step, which is identifying your interest. So I would encourage you write at least 5, 10, maybe even 20 interests that you have. You write them down on a list. So interests, these are things that you look forward to do most of the time. These are things that you do, you find natural, like they just come natural to you. Others may struggle to do them, but you actually they just happen when it comes to you. Not only that, interest can also be things that you actually look forward to do. What is that one thing that you're actually always looking forward to do? When you're not doing it, you're thinking about doing it. So those are also interests, or things that you just love for the sake of loving them. You just love reading books, you just love designing. Those are also part of your interest. So write a list of about 5, maybe 10, or even 20 of your interests, and then look at them individually. And then for each interest that you have, let's now go to the second part, which is to identify a problem that your interest can solve. So for each interest you have, you identify a problem for that. So I'll give you an example. One of my interests is teaching. Okay, so if one of your interests is also teaching, you can now look at identifying what problem can I solve with teaching. Okay, that can help other people, but as I am helping other people with solving this problem, I am also making money by the side. So what problem can I solve with teaching? I can be able to teach people this particular topic and help them to achieve this and that. Okay, or maybe you have you find it very interesting to give advice to people. Let's say maybe relationship advice. So that is also an interest you can look at to say, I usually find it very easy to give couples relationship advice. So maybe this is an interest, and the problem that I can solve with this particular interest is that I can help people build strong relationship, sort out relationship problems, and charge for it. So that is also an idea for you starting an online business in this niche. Okay, so the first step is to identify your interests. The second step is to identify what problem you can solve with your specific interest, or in this case now your specific niche. The third thing that you need to do now is to look at what others are doing and then see how well you can do it. So you've decided, okay, I'm going to go into this particular niche, I'm going to go into this particular interest and solve problems, let's say relationship problems. So what are others doing? You now look at other courses who are doing it. So other coaches who are doing it. So you look at the relationship coaches. Okay, what are they doing that you feel you can do better? Are they not delivering enough value? Are they not making use of video consultation calls? Are they not making use of having one-on-one coaching? What is it they're not doing? Are they not maybe having couple therapy as much as you would love them to have? Are they not having discussions with trying to build relationships? So all those things are things that you look at. So what are you doing? In short, you're just looking at your competition, so that once you enter into that market, you have an angle that you will say, okay, this is why people should hire you to become their relationship coach, because you can do this and this and this that others are not doing, or because you know that others do this but they can't do it as good as you would want to do it. Okay, so that's the third one. Then the fourth one is to determine whether your idea is profitable. So when you determine whether your idea is profitable, this will actually make good for you as an online business. Remember, you're finding a niche, not for anything else, but for running an online business. So in a way, you're actually trying to find a niche because you want to make money at the end of it. That's why you're starting the online business in the first place. You want to make money. So if you're not going to determine how profitable that idea is, you will end up starting something that's not making you money. So look at others again. Look at what others are doing with your niche and see if they're able to make money with it. It could be a bad sign when you try to look at what others are doing and then you're not able to find anyone who's doing it. So it could be a sign that maybe no one has been able to actually manage to make money out of your idea, or maybe it shouldn't be a business in the first place. It should just be something that you do in your free time, or something that should be regarded as a hobby because it's difficult to monetize it. Okay, but then again, even at that, even when you find that no one has been able to do it, if you feel convinced that this is something that you can actually do, don't let that stop you. Then go for it. Attack it with both hands. Go for it and try it out. But also, if when you look at what others are doing and you're able to see a lot of people who are making very good amounts of money, they're making 8 figures, 6 figures with that idea, then that's a sign that your niche is going to be profitable. So go for it. Like I mentioned, go for it. In the end, you're trying to do it for the money. A lot of people will not agree, that will not admit that they're doing it for the money, but the truth is you started business because you want to do it for the money. Okay, so it's very, very important that you know how profitable it is. The fifth step in order for you to find your niche is to now test it out. So you've come up with this idea, you know this is a particular interest that you like, you've figured out a way that you can solve a problem with that interest of yours, and you've also determined, you've looked at what others are doing and you've seen how you can do it better. You've also determined how profitable it is. This is now time for you to test it out, because you cannot know whether you'll be successful or not if you don't give it a try. So you now have to test it out. You now have to start that business, start that online business, employ all your interests, and just give it a test run. Once you test it out, you will be in a better position to know if it's something that you can actually do in the long run or not. Okay, so the important thing about testing it out is to see whether you can succeed at something like that or not. So once you test it out and you see good results, then keep it up, go for it, and then focus on it. Focus on making sure that you achieve even greater results with it. When you notice that it's not working, leave it. Go back to your list of interests, look for another interest and see how you can solve a problem with it. Look at other people's look at what other people are doing, and then try to do it better. Also determine how profitable it will be and then test it out as well. So that is how you find a niche for your online business. I hope this has been helpful.